Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, David Benavidez says Canelo will be stripped of the WBC, WBA title, Super WBA title, and Super Middleweight. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, next subscribe button, next the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop the video. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Check out the Box News playlist. He says that, he earned the right and he should fight him next. He said he understands he fight Bevo into the Zone boxing show. I'm paraphrasing here. But he went on and said that, he may have to, he going to get stripped of the WBC belt. He been the mandatory for the past 3 fights. And he also might get stripped of the WBA fight because him and David Morrell may fight next. Or he said him and Charlo might fight. And it might be for the WBC, WBA belt. So I think what he basically saying is him and David Morrell fight next. WBA said they order it to reduce Canelo's mandatory between the WBC and the WBA. David Benavidez will be the interim WBC champion. He'd be the regular WBA champion at the super middleweight division. Thus, with them wanting to consolidate the belts, he'd be a mandatory in 2. Rarely see this in 2, divisions. He will hold secondary belts. So Canelo would have to see him. He said, well, Canelo would have to vacate. So, like I said before, he vacated the IBF belt. Him and Golden Boy did some fake type beef to make it look like they wasn't ducking Derevchenko. I wasn't putting behind him. At the end of the day, he literally holding up 2 divisions, bro. And well, he with Dimitri Bivol, he holding up two divisions. So shit, ain't nobody gonna think any less of him. He get a pass by the media. They gonna say, well, Benavidez don't bring nothing to the table. Benavidez too young, or Benavidez ain't done nothing, or Benavidez did less than 100,000 pay-per-views, and that's not good enough for Canelo. And they gonna justify it. That's one thing in boxing that's become very, very pathetic in the sport of boxing, is that we start justifying, a lot of bullshit when we should want to see this fight. You saying he deserved to fight Wilder, and everybody okay with him fighting Wilder, but everybody ain't okay with David Benavidez getting a shot? That's beyond me. And, I think they're going to franchise champion. And, the WBA strip him, we'll see. They might create a belt for him, too. They like getting Canelo checks. Unless somebody start taking legal action, then I don't know. Unless somebody start taking legal action, then, they should strip him. They should. Benavidez has been waiting for 3 fights as the interim champion. He fighting John Ryder. He fought Triple G, who wasn't reigning at super middleweight previous before they fought. His requirement should have been in there fighting the next mandatory, fighting the interim champion. That should have been his requirement. Or you gonna give up this belt or not give up this belt? It's as simple as that. Dana White is simple. It's simple with Dana White. Okay, you can't fight, or they fight for them champion. Or you still can't fight, well, I'll strip you, and then here you go to champion, you fight the next best guy. His formula works. There's no hold-ups, there's no bullshitting around, but also it's still in the infancy age where people ain't putting it. It's a sport where people don't put the emphasis on, it's not being contaminated by somebody like Floyd Mayweather to talk about, I won. That's all you got to do is win. Everybody conditioned to think if you lose, you're not a great fighter. There's plenty of fighters that's lost that's greater than Floyd Mayweather. Don't read into, he's the greatest fighter of all time. He's nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. If you know the history about boxing, Marvin Hagler was better. He had several losses. Sugar Ray Leonard was better. He had losses. He couldn't fuck with Thomas Hearns. He had losses. He couldn't beat Roberto Duran. He got losses. Sugar Ray Leonard couldn't beat him. He had losses. So, there's other guys like Henry Armstrong. You go on and on. Joe Louis. You know what I'm saying? So a loss don't make you any lesser of a great fighter. Real champions lose their title and they get it back. Vander Holyfield is only 4-time heavyweight champion of all time. He did it 4 times. Joe Louis is the longest reigning champion heavyweight champion of all time, and it still has not been broken. And the way they fighting, they may never be broken again. Even with more belts, he's the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time. That's greater than keeping an O. And considered one of the greatest punchers in the history of boxing of all time. You know, but to the novice person and that's living in the era and living in the time and living in the moment, you wouldn't know that. Shit don't matter. Benavidez won it. Canelo should bless him. You know, he said, well, he fought the same guys and everybody said the same thing and I did this to them and that. And you got people say, well, he walked through Benavidez and he do it. Well, let's see it. Let's see it. Why we got to continue to get robbed of a great product and we got to continue to wait and see and sit through the riders and the old senior citizens and Triple G. Let's see him fight Benavidez. He robbed us of the fighting the Charlo twins. He robbed us of a Demetrius Andrade. You know, what Billy Joe Saunders do that Benavidez ain't did? Is the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question. You know, riddle me that, Batman. Riddle me that. Riddle me that. So. But yeah, I mean, will they strip him? If you ask me, will they strip him? No. No. Benavidez has to threaten legal action. They gonna make Canelo the super duper, as a matter of fact, the Super Mario duper champion of the world. And they gonna make him the franchise champion of the WBC. So he's gonna be the Super Mario WBA super middleweight champion of the world title, and he's gonna be the franchise WBC champion of the world. And they continue to put all the pressure, but guess what? You can pressure them through the public, but today the public and the media and the fans are gonna make excuses on why you don't deserve it, why you need to do more, why you need to move up and fight beef on better BF, and go find Joseph the Carpenter and whip his ass too first. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make up so many excuses instead of just doing what real fans should do, which is demand the best product, demand the best out of Canelo, demand the best out of all these fighters. They make excuses. They make excuses for all these fighters who don't want to fight. They don't want to fight. And where's the fun in boxing? They suck the fun out of the boxing. They suck the big fights out. The fans are largely responsible. The media is largely responsible for these fights not happening, because how can you have a large portion of fans saying, oh, I don't want to see Canelo Benavidez? If Canelo lose, he lose. But the fans win, it should be a great and tremendous matchup. Well, I don't want to see it. Why? I'd rather just see him fight Ryder. I just want to pay and see him, or streaming, continue to see him win. And that's why the sport not growing. A lot of the fans are just as responsible as these managers and promoters and these ducking ass fighters, because they justify it. They justify it. If he lose, he lose. It is what it is. You take it on the chops on the internet. You know, y'all get mad and start calling people racial names and talk about people mothers and family animals and shit, because y'all can't take an L. So if you can't take an L watching your favorite fighter, watching the fighter lose, imagine what type of loser you are in real life. You know? Imagine what type of loser you are in real life. Think about it. Imagine what happened when a girl say, you know, oh no, you're not my type, of reject you. What happened when you lose a little money at the crap table? What happened when, you know, you find a little chick cheating on you? You can't handle it. I'm pretty sure if you can't handle Canelo losing and losing with grace, and I can see if it's controversy around it, or that wasn't a knockdown, or that shouldn't have been stopped on cuts. Cool, I get that. At least your argument has some part of validity to it. But if you can't take those L's, bruh, like, come on. You know, you gotta learn to lose. That's what comes with learning to win. Many times you lose, you like, oh man, nigga got down on me, or nigga finessed me, or whatever. You learn. You learn. I fuck with old girl, man. Whoop, she wasn't nothing but a sack chaser. Whoop, so I know what to look for next time. You know, what's the first letter of loss? It's L. Lose. L. First letter, learn. L. You could turn a loss into a learn. Turn a learning situation. And once you learn from those mistakes, you know what to look for next time. A lot of these dudes, they can't handle an L, from their favorite fighter losing. Just imagine. Same dude at the basketball court. As soon as they lose, they want to take their ball and go home, knowing it's the only ball on the court. Sore loser. You walk to a girl, hey, how you doing? Woo, woo, woo. Oh, no, I'm not interested. I got a boyfriend, or, I don't have a boyfriend, but I'm not interested. Cool. What I'm going to say, fuck you then, bitch. Whole ass bitch. No, all right, cool. Even if she go like, oh, hell no, I ain't going to hide. I just walk away. I'll just walk away. Keep it moving. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Check out the Box News playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify. Appreciate it if y'all rate me on a podcast, whatever platform you like watching it on. Hit the link tree. They all there. Peace.